like my dad and I would go out for barbecue and we would come home and we would watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, and the Colbert Report would come on right after that. I used to love Stephen Colbert. He was amazing. He's a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I cannot bring myself to hate this guy, right? But goddamn, does he make it easy? Well, he really makes it so, I can say the opposite. He makes it so hard to not fucking hate him. And this is how Stephen Colbert has evolved. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Listen to this.
Some folks are skeptical. Thankfully, Big Pharma has come up with a way to reassure the public about their motives. And it's all in their new ad.
Are you worried about the future? Unable to sleep at night? Afraid that pharma companies will
Johnny
put their
Carson.
profits ahead of your health?
Yeah.
If you are concerned about
them.
the cost of a vaccine, ask your doctor about Vaxilax. Vaxilax is the only medication
Jimmy
proven
Fallon? No, I
to
don't like
reduce
him.
anxiety about Big Pharma taking advantage of you in a national crisis.
Yep, there you go.
can trust Vaxilax because of its mascot, Professor Cashington, the ethical money sack.
Side effects of Vaxilax include legless rest syndrome, kidney rhinestones, crumblefoot, spontaneous beard sparrows, the galloping hoop sticks, spinal crunch wrapping, Ferdinand's flopsy, big old pink face, Gordon's fisherman syndrome, scrotal yodas, chronic vaccine resistance, facial graham crackering, full-blown coronavirus, and dollar bills, y'all.
That's funny. It's ironic.
The vaccine.
Man. I never watched this when it happened. I never did. Oh my God. So they canceled this show, apparently. And anyway, let's go back. I'll see a few. Okay. So is
The
this?
vaccine.
Yeah, no, I already saw that one before. And let's see, where the fuck is this? Oh, here we go. Him talking about.
My parent corporation, Paramount, paid Donald Trump a $16 million settlement
Wow.
over his 60 Minutes lawsuit.
So there is a theory going around right now that Stephen Colbert is a sacrificial lamb for CBS, and CBS has agreed to settle with Donald Trump by canning Stephen Colbert. Which, by the way, maybe that's what happened. I have no idea.
As someone who has always been a proud employee of this network, I am offended. And I don't know if anything will ever repair my trust in this company. But just taking a stab at it, I'd say $16 million would help.
Yeah.
This settlement.
There's something else that also repaired people's trust, too. You just don't know it yet, do you? Oh.
This settlement is for a nuisance lawsuit Trump filed claiming that 60 Minutes deceptively edited their interview with then-candidate Kamala Harris last fall. Paramount knows they could have easily fought it because, in their own words, the lawsuit was completely without merit. And keep in mind, Paramount produced Transformers: Rise of the Beast. They know completely without merit.
Hey.
Now,
No. That show, the target audience for that show is 11, okay? Kids love that shit.
Unlike.
Yeah, it is.
Unlike the payoffs from ABC and Twitter, Paramount's settlement did not include an apology.
But it did include
Instead,
a sacrifice.
That's good. Instead, the corporation released a statement where they said, "You may take our money, but you will never take our dignity. You may, however, purchase our dignity.
You may, however, take Stephen Colbert.
For the low price of $16 million. We need the cash."
Yeah.
Now,
it's really funny to hear this, like, literally 3 days before his show gets canceled. It's crazy to hear this. Wow. Bro, like, that sucks. Damn, bro, he's dancing around talking shit.
What can I say? Mr. Stephen loves to dance. Now, I believe this kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. Because this all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner.
Oh.
Skydance.
Wow.
Not the music I was expecting. Okay.
I think that like in general, the people talking about like what their network is doing in general on television, I think it's kind of awkward for the audience, and it just kind of is like a clap along, you know, seal moment, right? It's like it's a meta. It's like when streamers talk about their stream. I think it's tacky, or like a bar, like, you know, you like, you're going here to relax. Like, you don't want to hear somebody complain about their job or their employer. Like, you can make a couple of jokes here and there, but like,
that was me
an
dancing
ongoing
in the sky. And some of the TV typers out there are blogging that once Skydance gets CBS, the new owner's desire to please Trump could put pressure on late-night host and frequent Trump critic Stephen Colbert. Okay. But how are they going to put pressure on Stephen Colbert if they can't find him?
Man, this is Colbert, obviously, talking about and complaining about how Trump isn't going to get his show canceled. And this is also him talking about his show being canceled. The clip of him talking about his show not being canceled was from 3 days ago. The clip of him talking about his show being canceled is from yesterday. And so definitely not a good day to be Stephen Colbert. Let me see if I can find, where did it go? There's just been so many of these I've been trying to keep up with. Okay, yep, here we go. All right. It's not a good day for free speech. Nope. Do not ever, ever, ever for a second let anybody try to tell you that this is some kind of loss for free speech when these people went on crusades. Every single late night talk show host. You want to talk about free speech? Yeah, that's like North Korea's free speech. Everybody can have whatever opinion they want as long as it's the right opinion. Every single late night talk show host is just the same flavor of vanilla. That's the problem. And so the issue is that really Stephen Colbert, I mean, like, in my opinion, I think he's an entertaining, funny guy. But in general, let's be real. Like, this isn't free. How is it free speech when every single late night show pushes every single left-wing talking point completely, and there is no, like, you have a popular vote, at least 30% of the country voted for Donald Trump, but not a single one of those people are represented in late-night television. Does that seem interesting to you? Come on. So the solution now is to cancel the show that goes against the talking points of the current administration? Absolutely. If people would do something against you, do it against them. Nobody wins by being, you have to remember, I say this every time, George Washington sailed across the frozen sea in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve. And he killed the fucking British armies in their sleep. Merry motherfucking Christmas. Now you're dead. That's right. And that was the first president. And we look at him as, you know, generally kind of as a winner. Winners win and losers lose. Always play to win. Where's the holiday spirit? Well, they became holiday spirits. Here we go. Let's watch it.
Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on 7 Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced.
I think that Stephen Colbert is an S-tier satirist, and I wish he would just go back to doing that. I think if he did more level-headed satire comedy, I think he would be super popular. He would be so good. I always thought that this role for him wasn't very good in general. Yeah, like I would just like I'm very disappointed, as I said before, as like a fan of Stephen Colbert, that like he kind of let the Late Show turn into what it is. But basically, what happened is that the parent company with Late Show, I think it's CBS, basically sacrificed Stephen Colbert. It seems like to Donald Trump.
This is all just going away.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful
Apparently
to the
not.
Tiffany Network for giving me this chair and this beautiful theater to call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night, in here, out there, all around the world, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. I'm grateful to share the stage with this band, these artists over here every night. And I am extraordinarily, deeply grateful to the 200 people who work here. We get to do this show.
That's a lot of people for a
We
show
get
like
to
that.
do this show for each other every day, all day. And I've had the pleasure and the responsibility of sharing what we do every day with you in front of this camera for the last 10 years. And let me tell you, it is a fantastic job. I wish somebody else was getting it. And it's a job that I'm looking forward to doing with this usual gang of idiots for another 10 months. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
We're going to lock in.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Dante, let's do the show. Jazz Cowboy, drop it on the poof.
It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Well, I can see why it got canceled. And anyway, so let's go back. We're gonna look at a few more of these here and talk about it. Let me go back and see if I can find the rest of this. And yep, not so good, huh, guys? Wow, not so good. And anyway, let's take a look at some other ones here, and we'll see what people are looking at. Losing $40 million per year erases the conspiracy about. Well, let me go back and see if there's any more of this. And, oh, yeah, obviously, like, he was talking about it. Let me scroll back up and make sure I find it. His being canceled. Where is the other one? Sorry, there's, like, 15 different topics. I just need to make sure I'm, like, locked in with all of them. And where is the time-lapse? Where did the time-lapse go? I know I saw it. And now I can't find it again. There we go. All right, so this is Stephen Colbert talking about Trump. This is from 2017. You can't read it, but I'll tell you what it says.
Donald Trump has been sworn in as President of the United States. I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it. I sat down and just started crying with relief. And Evie said, you never have to talk about him again.
This is the second panel out of 4. How did you ever think that was going to happen? How did you ever think that?
And then I cried with joy. After
That was Jesus.
bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. Donald Trump has been sworn in as...
And you remember, like, and you'll see, like, even the first one here, you can clearly see he's not a big fan of Donald Trump, but he's trying to be... Imagine this, he's trying to be funny and entertaining.
as President of the United States.
Yeah.
I know.
He's trying
I know. Listen. We're just as confused as you are. Joe Biden did it.
And you can see, right, he's trying to be funny. He's trying to entertain people and not just be one-dimensional.
I sat down and just started crying with relief. And
Bro, what is this? It turned into a little bit of, like left-leaning comedy to crying, getting mad, the vaccine thing, Like, really, it's embarrassing.
Said you never have to talk about him again. And then I cried with joy.
Wow. And everybody
After a
clapped.
bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election.
And so you can see clearly, can you tell like kind of the difference here about like the personality and like the vibe, where like earlier on, like there was an attempt made to be entertaining, right? Like an attempt was at least tried to be entertaining. Whereas with this, it's just fucking like talking about how he's bad. Dude, 2021 was a fucking fever dream, wasn't it? Oh my God. Can you believe that? You just want people to agree with you politically? Not necessarily. I'll give you a great example. So I can see what you're saying, but nobody says that about Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's obviously a left-wing guy. You don't hear me saying that about Jon Stewart even now. Yeah, we do? Well, I'm saying I do. Oh my God.
Vaccine.
Thank you. And they said it couldn't get any longer.
Man, absolute cinema, dystopian. That's right, guys.
Will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
Guys,
yeah, I
Come
share
on.
your feelings.
Come
It's
on.
not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced.
Oh
This is all-
man, if you retweet if you stand with Stephen Colbert, retweet if you stand. What year is this? Oh my God. And
Man-child, come to me. I must feed you. I must feed you to the river twist. Don't take him. Don't take the baby. Take the baby. Don't eat me.
see, this is whenever he used to.
I'm sure the baby will be fine.
See, like, I mean, you can say this is a bad joke or whatever, but at least it wasn't like totally one-dimensional. You see me? It's at least kind of like it's attempting. This is the point that I'm making, is that Stephen Colbert back in the day was attempting to be funny, and I think he was funny. Stephen Colbert nowadays does not even attempt to be funny. Yeah, it's not even you're not even trying to be funny at all. I'll watch this one, and then we'll look at some other stuff too. There's a bunch of other stuff I got to talk about today.
Stephen Colbert just got canceled
Oh,
after a decade as the most watched man in late night TV. Was it
it's crazy how popular he was too. I didn't even know that.
because he called his boss's Trump settlement a big fat bribe?
Financial settlement with a sitting government official has.
You should not have done that. You should not have talked shit about your boss. This was a mistake. You know it was a mistake, and now the show's canceled. The odds are they probably already were going to do that, but this certainly didn't make them any better.
Technical name in legal circles, it's big fat bribe. Because this all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner, Skydance.
Some on the left think so, pointing to the fact that the announcement came just 3 days after Colbert publicly
right.
criticized Paramount,
That's right.
CBS's parent company, for paying Trump a $16 million settlement in a lawsuit. But the right, they're not losing sleep. Many are calling him unfunny And some are claiming that the show was failing.
And by the way, you're not funny, but attacking half of America and your ratings suck, you might lose your show.
But is that?
The ratings didn't suck. I mean, a lot of people watched the show. More people watched him. Like, I think he's funnier than Jimmy Fallon. Or Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I think he's better than they are.
True? Nope. Colbert's been the #1 late-night host for 9 straight seasons. And in Q2 of this year,
that's a lot.
His show was the only one that actually grew its audience. So if it wasn't ratings...
It's a low bar? Yeah, I know. But the other guys have shovels.
Why did CBS pull the plug? Here's their official line. This is purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night. It is not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening at Paramount. CBS has been exiting the late night business for years. In 2023, they canceled The Late Late Show.
Well, because he was fat. Nobody liked him. Nobody liked him. Everybody knows that. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you're James Corden. Remember him? He was fat and British. Yeah. I mean, of course he got fired.
In March 2025, they canceled the After Midnight Show. No replacement. And now they're canceling Colbert. Again, no replacement. What's filling...
This does seem like he's bringing up a really good point here, is that this seems like actually just a strategic restructuring. And The Late Show was probably the biggest show, but they still wanted to restructure beyond that. That's clearly... Yeah, I mean, there's a pattern of behavior here.
The slot instead, reruns, local news, stuff that's cheap. Because here's the thing, even with solid ratings, Colbert's show was expensive. $15 million a year just for him, on top of over 200 staff. Meanwhile, ad revenue across late night TV has dropped over 60% since 2014.
Wow. Holy shit, that is insane. You know what I bet the reason is? I bet it's because the internet's better at delivering advertisements. I do. I bet that's the reason. No way you need 200 staff for that? No, I think that you do. I actually think that you do because I've run events. I think that you need 200 staff for that show. Because like you're not thinking a lot of things is like you're thinking about the people that you do? No, you need makeup artists, you need catering, you need people that get the guests on there, you need people that put together the show set, you need people that do props, you need people like there's production, you need like the band, you need people that manage the instruments for the band, like security. Like I think that people really underestimate the fucking logistical entropy that shows can create. Like, as somebody who's done shows and I've seen the back end, I've seen what the money is, they're expensive, man. There's a reason why everybody's canceling doing... Like, why do you think OTK doesn't do shows anymore? Like, one of the reasons why is that, like, it really didn't make that much money. It didn't... And also, it's risky, especially online. Online, it's another set of, like, issues as well. But, yeah, that's just the way it is. Need is a strong word. Well, yeah, you do need that stuff. I mean, you can run a show without it, but it's not going to be a good show. 200 isn't a lot for a live show every night? No, it's not.
Even for top performers. The internet is doing to TV what it did to newspapers.
Yeah.
But there's another layer. Paramount is trying to finalize a multi-billion-dollar merger with Skydance, which needs FCC approval under the Trump administration. So it's possible that rather than just downsize...
So the Trump had to approve this, and so they... Oh, man. Shouldn't have been talking shit, bro. Like, he should not have been talking shit. Like, the thing is that you're sitting there talking shit, fuck around and find out. Yep, exactly. That's too bad.
The show to make it more sustainable, they decided it's not even worth the trouble, and they just cut it. So Colbert's criticism might have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
Maybe.
But it wasn't the whole haystack. So did profit or politics kill the Colbert Show?
Yes.
Profit loaded the gun. Politics might have just picked when to shoot.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I like that. That's a good insight on it. I'll link you guys the little tweet. Why not both? Yeah. There is good breakdown. Yeah, I think so too. Definitely. Colbert being a little bit of a sacrificial lamb. I could see that definitely. And don't bully the ugly kid in high school. He may be the president. I guess so, right? And so, to be honest, he was getting $15 million. I mean, $15 million for doing that show is a bit much, I would say. Like some of these late night and like television TV hosts are being paid way too much fucking money. They're being paid way too much fucking money, and it is insane the amount of times that and the amount of time they've invested into doing that. I just I think it's way, way, way too much.